time of year that I want things to feel really light and airy and fresh, it's summer. I don't really go crazy with decor during the summer months. It's a time of year I can really let the house breathe. I can bring the outdoors in. You know, we're starting to harvest things in the garden. My cut flowers have been coming in that I started from seeds. So we'll have cut arrangements really soon. My hydrangeas are coming in, and it's the time of year I want to let the flowers and things really just give my home life. I want everything else to kind of be scaled back and just feel light and fresh and just really enjoy what we have outside. And so with all that said, today we're gonna play with some decor. It's the middle of June and I still have my Easter decor up. Guilty. So I need to take some of that down, make some changes, and we're just gonna play in a few spaces today. In my bedroom, actually, I recently got some new bedding, so I'm excited about that. I'm gonna show you guys, as well as a couple of small things. So I'm excited. I have not really decorated in there since we moved in almost a year ago. I don't know what's taken me so long, but today hopefully that will change. So if you're excited to hang out, to get inspired today to make your own home feel fresh and cozy for summer, make sure you keep on watching. But before we move on, I kindly wanted to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I'm a huge believer that no matter who you are, how old you are, or what life stage you're in, that you can benefit from both in-person and virtual therapy. And for me, you know, a few years ago, I was still a really young mom, and my identity had completely changed, my role had changed, and my life kind of just got flipped upside down, having 3 babies in 3 years. And I don't know why, but I was kind of scared to start therapy. I feel like I avoided it for a long time, and BetterHelp truly met me where I was at. It was safe, it was comfortable, and I have loved working with my therapist through BetterHelp for several years now. I wish I had started it sooner because it is just so nice to have a safe space, to have somebody to talk to who's going to give you unbiased professional advice, who's going to help you with coping tools, with learning to regulate your nervous system, to find the therapies that are right for you and work for you and your mental health, because your mental health is so important. Because if I've learned anything, we're all going to walk through hard seasons in life, and some harder than others, but just having someone in your corner to talk to work through things with is so valuable. So here's the cool part. BetterHelp is on a mission to make therapy easier. It's really as simple as filling out a questionnaire, and BetterHelp will match you with a licensed therapist in just a couple of days. And you can switch therapists at any time at no additional cost to you, which is awesome. Sometimes therapy is a little bit like dating, and you have to try out a few first before you find the right fit. So if you've been thinking about trying therapy, now's a great time. You can go to betterhelp.com/Amy Fritz to get 10% off of your first month's therapy. Of course, it just started raining again, but we're outside on the porch. I recently got this boxwood wreath from Amazon. It came with a little hello sign that I'm not going to use, and one of these sashes. I've been seeing more of these. I'm going to try it. I don't know if I'll like it. If not, I'll just take it off. So this actually came from the fall section at Hobby Lobby recently, but I thought it would be good to layer with my welcome mat. So if you saw my spring porch video, then you know Caleb hung this bed swing from the Porch Swing Company, and our cushions finally came. We had to custom order the cushions, and it took a few weeks, but we finally got them. They're really pretty, kind of canvas white. I Scotch guarded this, so hopefully I don't regret going with white. But all that to say, I recently found these hydrangea outdoor pillow covers on Amazon. I'll link them down below. But I think they'll just be a pretty simple addition to the porch swing. in my entryway, and I've had these greenery stems from Target in this pitcher since January, since after Christmas. And these are beautiful for any time of year. I'm just kind of tired of them. And something that I love to do in the summer is, obviously, like I mentioned, have fresh cut flowers, but also these are the floral stems that I like to use in the summertime. I've been using them for 3 or 4 years now, and every year I just buy a couple more, and I've made this big collection of them. I found these at Hobby Lobby. I think you can get them online, but they're probably more expensive. But these are Snowball Viburnum stems, and why I love them so much for the summer is that they're just so fluorescent and bright. They add so much life to any space, and what I like to do is use this same stem throughout my whole main living area and home. So I'll have some in the entry and some in the living room and the kitchen, and it just gives that feel of fresh collected flowers from outside. Like, I want it to look like I have a massive Snowball Viburnum bush outside and I clipped them. So that's kind of the vibe. But anyway, I know you can still find these at Hobby Lobby. I got some more this year. So I'm gonna do some of these in this pitcher. I've got some wire cutters here. I'm just gonna cut this stem because it's really long. If you're on a budget or you're somebody who doesn't like to change things a lot, as always, one of the simple ways to bring some joy into your home, to change things up, is just swapping out the candle scents for the season. I love a good lemon scent in the summertime. I guess we're gonna do the same thing in here. I'm gonna swap out the tulips for the snowballs. But first things first, I need to say goodbye to this guy. I think he has definitely overstayed his welcome. A bit of a pillow saga. My couches are just gonna stay the same. I have these blue pillows from Walmart, and I have 4 of them just on my couches, keeping things simple. But I wanted to swap out the pillows I have on my green chairs over here because they're kind of dark and muted and not very summery. And so I'm like, okay, what do I have on hand? I thought, well, I have these blue floral pillows, and these are really pretty. They're from IKEA. But I feel like the floral pattern on here is competing too much with the floral pattern in my rug. So that kind of felt like a no-go. And then I remembered I have these perfect kind of just ticking stripe, pinstripe, I don't know what you call that, ticking stripe, I think, blue and white pillow. I think I'm gonna use these. They're definitely kind of boring and safe, but also kind of fit the simple, calm, peaceful vibe, and stripe and floral pattern complement each other really well. So I think this will work better with my rug. Okay, so I was getting kind of bored of those white pictures I had up here. So I recently got this new kind of antique style pot. I got it at a local plant shop, but I know you can find these on the Magnolia website too. Love the color, love the stone look. I just wanted something green up here. I think it pairs really beautifully with the wood tones of these breadboards. And so I just got a wire vine plant. I have the same kind of plant in my living room, if you saw that. And they're thirsty little guys, like they like a lot of water, but as long as you keep them watered, they usually stay pretty happy. So I wouldn't buy one of these right before vacation per se, but generally speaking, they're not too difficult to keep alive. And I just thought it would be really whimsical and pretty, kind of hanging over the mantle. Oh, I love that. I think that's so pretty. So I've had this vignette on my island for a long time now, since Christmas time, I think. And it's really pretty, but I've always felt like whatever floral I have in here competes again with that arrangement that you can see from in this room and from this angle. And so I think I just wanna take this down for the time being. If I miss it, I can always bring it back. I can stick this somewhere. This is a really pretty candle I got at Home Goods. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take this down. I may still leave this by my sink just for a little something. I think that's cute. So I think instead of the tray having a little vignette, I just have this cute little cake stand. It's from Home Goods. And I'm just gonna place this with a candle on my island and just leave it bare. I may do a bowl of fruit or something on the other side, but I just want less clutter right now. Okay, I'm actually liking that so much better. I feel like it draws your eye into the living room instead of stopping it at that arrangement I had on the island. I love the simplicity of that. I do have these faux artichokes I got on Amazon in this little bowl. I'm either gonna leave these here like this, or I may end up putting them on the hutch here in a second, but wanted to show you guys how that's looking. Obviously I didn't really redecorate anything, I just kind of took away. And sometimes, again, friendly reminder, less is more. And sometimes in seasons, instead of adding more, you just need to take away and strip away and just let your space breathe and really enjoy it. But I love this time of day. The sun always pours right into the kitchen and it's so pretty. So I have this thrifted basket and I use it for all kinds of things, mostly laundry, but this time of year, I love to put this on top of my hutch with more of these flowers. The combo is really, really pretty. What I love about having hydrangeas is that they make such a pretty cut flower all summer and into fall. They dry out beautifully, and it's one of those gifts that just keep on giving because you buy one plant and you have free decor forever. And I just love that. It screams summertime, and I will just swap these out all summer long here on the dining table for a simple centerpiece. And then I also went ahead and cut some zinnias in my backyard. I had a few blooming, and I happened to pick up these small cut flower vases just at my local dollar store, and they look so sweet. Just single stems placed in here on the potting bench just adds a really pretty pop of color, and having cut flowers is just, again, so much fun. But we have been using this back porch space so much. We live out here. It's basically our main living room at this point. We watch TV out here, hang out, read books, play games. I'm so thankful for this space. So now we're in my bedroom, and the first new item I got is from Target, and it's this easel style mirror. I'm excited about this. Cute. And the other bigger things I wanted to share really quick are these prints. So the prints actually came from the at-home store, but when I bought them, they were in like this kind of gray, cheapish looking frame, and I just didn't love it. And so I ran to Hobby Lobby and bought a frame and a mat that would fit. And I love the warm tones. So I'm gonna hang them. They're just two kind of floral prints. They're both, they're each different, and I think they'll be really pretty hanging above my bed. And the blues and the greens just kind of fit the theme throughout my house. But my new duvet cover that I'm gonna show you guys here in a second is from Target, and it's this color. I also, when I got these at the at-home store, I also picked up this lamp. I thought it was so pretty. And again, I'm just really drawn to the greens, the blues, the organic colors right now. Share kind of the final look with you guys. I love the bedding so much. It's amazing how some simple swaps can make such a big difference and make a space just feel really calm and cozy. I love the prints. I love the warmth of the frames and just the simplicity of the flowers. I think it looks really pretty. And then my duvet is pretty wrinkly. I washed it and dried it, and I didn't pull it out in time, and it got all wrinkled. So sorry about that, bear with me there. But it's just this really pretty greenish gray color. And then I layered it with a muslin blanket. It's a queen size blanket. It's so soft. I always like to have lots of extra blankets on hand. My husband loves to keep it super cold in the house during the summer, so I feel like I always need extra blankets. But I also ended up adding these faux cosmos to the nightstand. These are from Hobby Lobby. They look so real. I'm actually growing some cosmos right now. They're just not ready yet for cutting. So until then, these look really cute. I just put them in a glass vase. And then I forgot to mention, I found these floral block pillows. I love the brown. The addition of the brown, I think, adds some depth, but still feels very neutral, very calm. But I found these at Marshall's. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you had fun coming with me as I just kind of spruced up my home for summer. I know I didn't do like a ton, but that's the beauty of summertime. You really can get away with less and just enjoy bringing the outdoors in. I did end up really enjoying kind of redoing my room today though. That was a lot of fun. So if you liked today's video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, I would love to have you consider subscribing. You just hit that little red button down below. And thanks so much for watching today, guys. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you really soon in the next video. Bye.